Like the Pharisees of old, there are many today who question which of the 10 precepts of the law is of the greatest importance. The Pharisees had exalted the first 4 commandments, which point out the duty of man to his Maker, as a far greater consequence than the other 6, which defines man's duty to his fellow man. As a result, they failed greatly in practical godliness. Jesus, on the other hand, taught the necessity of good works, declaring that the tree is known by its fruits. For this reason, he had been charged with exalting the last 6 commandments above the first 4. Hence, the lawyer asked Jesus a direct question: which is the first commandment of all? Jesus answered, the first of all commandments is, hear, O Israel, the Lord our God is one Lord. And thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy mind, and with all thy strength. This is the first commandment. The second is like the first, said Christ, for it flows out of it. Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. There is none other commandment greater than these. Mark 12, verses 28 to 31. The first 4 of the 10 commandments are summed up in one great precept: thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart. The last 6 are included in the other: thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. Both these commandments are an expression of the principle of love. The first cannot be kept and the second broken, nor can the second be kept while the first is broken. When God has his rightful place on the throne of our heart, the right place will be given to our neighbor also. We shall love him or her as ourselves. Only as we love God supremely is it possible to love our neighbor impartially. We cannot love God and hate our neighbor. Rather, our love for God is demonstrated by how much we love our neighbor. Since all the commandments are summed up in love to God and man, it follows that not one precept can be broken without violating the principle of love. Therefore, the law of God is not so many precepts, some of which are of great importance, while others are of small importance and may be ignored. Our Lord presents the first 4 and the last 6 commandments not as 2 halves, but as a divine whole. Love to God will be shown by obedience to all his commandments. Think on these things. Have yourself a blessed Sabbath. God bless you and your loved ones.